Imposter syndrome is when you feel like you're not as good as others think you are. Even if you have proof of your skills, you might feel like a fraud. This can happen to anyone, whether you're a student, worker, or business owner. But don't worry, there are ways to handle and beat these feelings. Here are 10 effective ways to deal with imposter syndrome. 1. Recognize the feeling. The first step in dealing with imposter syndrome is acknowledging that it exists. Many people feel ashamed or embarrassed for having these thoughts, but it's essential to understand that it's a common experience. Knowing that you're not alone can bring some relief. People from all walks of life, including successful professionals and celebrities, have reported feeling like imposters. The key is not to let it control your thoughts or actions. When you notice these feelings creeping in, take a moment to pause and remind yourself that it's normal. Instead of letting it overwhelm you, recognize it for what it is: a temporary thought, not a reflection of your abilities. 2. Challenge negative thoughts. Imposter syndrome often comes with a lot of negative self-talk. You may tell yourself things like, "I don't deserve this," or "I'm not good enough." These thoughts can be harmful and stop you from achieving your goals. A helpful strategy is to challenge these thoughts as soon as they arise. Ask yourself if there's any real evidence behind your negative beliefs. Chances are, the answer is no. Focus on facts, such as the qualifications, experiences, and skills you have that prove you are capable. By replacing negative thoughts with positive affirmations, you can slowly reduce the power of imposter syndrome. 3. Talk about it. Keeping your feelings to yourself can make them seem bigger and more challenging to manage. Opening up to a trusted friend, mentor, or colleague can provide a fresh perspective. When you share your experiences, you might find that others have felt the same way at some point in their lives. Talking about imposter syndrome with others can normalize the experience and remind you that it's not a personal flaw. People who care about you can offer support, encouragement, and even share their strategies for overcoming similar feelings. 4. Celebrate your achievements. One of the reasons imposter syndrome thrives is because people often downplay their successes. You might brush off your accomplishments, telling yourself it was just luck or that anyone could have done it. But taking time to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements is crucial. Keep a record of your successes, no matter how big or small. This could be a journal, a list, or even a folder where you collect positive feedback, awards, or compliments. Whenever imposter syndrome strikes, look back at these achievements to remind yourself of what you've accomplished. 5. Accept that perfection isn't real. Imposter syndrome frequently accompanies perfectionism, leading to the belief that anything less than perfect equates to failure. However, perfection is unattainable, and expecting it from yourself is unrealistic. Embracing mistakes as part of growth can alleviate self-imposed pressure. Instead of aiming for flawlessness, concentrate on doing your best and gradually improving. Mistakes are not a reflection of your value or skills. They are essential for learning and development. By recognizing that no one is perfect, you can shift your focus from achieving an impossible standard to making progress and growing. Remember, it's perfectly fine to make errors. They are stepping stones on the path to success and self-improvement. 6. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is one of the quickest ways to feel like an imposter. When you see someone who seems more successful or skilled, it's easy to believe that you don't measure up. But comparisons are rarely fair because you're only seeing a part of the picture. Everyone's journey is different, and you don't know the struggles or challenges others have faced. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your progress and personal growth. Remember, your worth isn't determined by how you stack up against others, but by the effort and passion you bring to your work. 7. Embrace lifelong learning. No one knows everything, and that's completely okay. Feeling the need to have all the answers can often lead to imposter syndrome. Instead, it's more beneficial to view learning as a continuous journey rather than a destination. Rather than seeing gaps in your knowledge as evidence of inadequacy, consider them as valuable opportunities for growth. This shift in perspective allows you to approach new challenges with a willingness to learn, rather than fear of failure. Embracing this mindset can significantly reduce the pressure to be perfect, and help you recognize that mistakes and shortcomings are natural parts of the learning process. By fostering an open attitude towards learning, you build resilience and enhance your ability to adapt and grow, both personally and professionally. 8. Seek constructive feedback. Feedback can be a powerful tool for combating imposter syndrome, but it's essential to seek constructive feedback from people you trust. Honest feedback can help you identify areas for improvement while also highlighting your strengths. When you receive feedback, focus on what you can learn from it. Don't let criticism reinforce your negative self-perception. Instead, use it as an opportunity to grow and develop. Balanced feedback will help you see yourself more accurately and remind you that no one is perfect, but everyone can improve. 9. Find a support group. Having a mentor or joining a support group can be incredibly helpful for dealing with imposter syndrome. A mentor offers guidance, encouragement, and shares their own experiences of overcoming similar feelings. They help you recognize your abilities and remind you of your strengths, providing a clearer perspective on your achievements. Support groups, whether online or in person, connect you with others facing similar challenges. These groups create a safe space to share feelings and learn from others' experiences. Knowing that you're not alone and hearing how others navigate their own imposter syndrome can offer significant comfort and insight, making it easier to manage your own feelings. 10. Practice self-compassion. Being kind to yourself is a powerful strategy for tackling imposter syndrome. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same empathy and kindness you'd offer to a friend. When feelings of inadequacy arise, it's essential to recognize that everyone experiences doubts and insecurities occasionally. Rather than criticizing yourself for perceived imperfections, embrace self-compassion by acknowledging your efforts and understanding that perfection is not the goal. Allow yourself the patience to grow and improve over time. By consistently practicing self-compassion, you build resilience against imposter syndrome and develop a healthier, more supportive mindset. This approach not only helps manage feelings of fraudulence, but also fosters a more positive and constructive self-view. In conclusion, overcoming imposter syndrome is challenging but achievable. Recognize the feeling, challenge negative thoughts, and seek support to manage it. Remember, imposter syndrome doesn't define your worth or abilities. Everyone faces self-doubt, but how you respond matters. Celebrate your achievements, embrace learning, and be kind to yourself. Why do we often doubt our abilities despite clear evidence of success? What drives the constant feeling of inadequacy even when others believe in us? How can we challenge these negative thoughts that hold us back? Is it possible to silence the inner critic, or must we learn to live with it? Recognize the feeling, challenge negative thoughts, and seek support to manage it. Remember, imposter syndrome doesn't define your worth or abilities. Everyone faces self-doubt, but how you respond matters. Celebrate your achievements, embrace learning, and be kind to yourself. With time and effort, you can overcome imposter syndrome and move forward with confidence. With time and effort, you can overcome imposter syndrome and move forward with confidence. Enjoyed the video? Subscribe for the latest updates and more great content.